mean, in a movie, if you have voiceover, it tends to be fairly intrusive. In a novel, it's all voiceover. It's all the author's voice or the character's voice. So I sort of learned that there was there were characters in Paranoia, for example, that I knew were not going to make it into a movie if they made a movie of it.
Right.
And there are things that we can do that usually involve interiority, narration, that you can't do in a movie. And so I do more of that in my books now.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So that's the thing you learned. Because I was going to ask you, was there something, like for example, in High Crimes, one of the changes was the main character in the book has a daughter.
Yeah.
And in the movie does not have a daughter.
Right.
And were there changes like that that you looked at and said, I've learned to do something different in my next book? Or were they changes that you said, yeah, no, I'm pretty...
They made a couple of changes that I thought were really smart. For example, there's a character in High Crimes, there's a detective early on who is important but then is not important. And then the Morgan Freeman character, who's a military attorney, he takes over. In the book, they made him the same person. I mean, in the movie, they made these two characters.
Morgan Freeman's character was put together?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting.
Yep, made it a bigger character, and I looked at that and I just said, you know what, I should have done that myself.
That's interesting, because, by the way, the Morgan Freeman character, you were thinking Morgan Freeman, right?
When I wrote the character, I had a picture of Morgan Freeman up on my computer.
And what's funny is if you read the book, I read the book, and I kind of quasi-knew this story, but the book reminded me of that story. Because the Morgan Freeman character sounds like Morgan Freeman.
Right.
In the book. And you can't make any other actor, if you use actors in your head, fit that role.
That's right.
And I didn't even know how he did it. I was like, what did he do?
Yeah.
Did you watch a lot of his movies, or did you just sort of channel away his word choice?
I just sort of channeled his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sort of thing he says. And
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman has a voice.
Yeah.
Recognizable.
Yeah, I thought it was
Yeah, so when they announced that Morgan Freeman was going to play the role, it just seemed perfect.
Yeah. Did you get to meet him? Did you get to meet the actors and whatnot? How does it?
Yeah. So I told my agent that after he told me they had sold the rights, and then he told me that the movie was being greenlit, which means it's going to happen. Some executives made the decision to spend the money. I told him I wanted a cameo. I wanted to appear in this movie. I said, like Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah.
And my agent said, so there's a difference between you and Alfred Hitchcock.
He's bigger.
He was the director. He was the boss. He put himself in there. You are the writer, and in Hollywood, in the totem pole, you're underground. But a few weeks before shooting began, my agent called me up and said, so the director has asked you to be in this movie as a member of the jury. It was sort of a military trial. And I thought, that's great. And he said, well, you may not want to do this. You're going to have to shave your head.
I saw that.
Yeah. Yeah, I said, man, I will do it right now. Go to Great Cuts and do it, right? I said, no, you have to wait for the hair and makeup people to do it. And I got out there, they flew me out, and the first thing they did is they put me into wardrobe, they got me set up as a member of the jury, and then I was introduced to the director, a man named Carl Franklin. And Carl and I talked for a while. He looked at me and he said, you know, you've got kind of an authority. He said, let's promote this guy. So on the spot, he promoted me from member of the jury, i.e. I wouldn't be in the movie, right? Because they pan over the jury really quickly and cut me out or something, to a member of the prosecution team. So my job basically, I said to the director, what am I supposed to do? No one's giving me acting lessons. No one's told me what to do. You should just glare at Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
That was my job in the movie, was to glare at Morgan Freeman.
Oh.